إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. أيها الأحبة في الله، مع حديث للنبي صلى الله عليه وسلم، ودعونا ننظر كيف نطبق هذا الحديث في الحياة العملية بإذن الله سبحانه وتعالى. فانتبهوا. Brothers and sisters, I'm going to give you a hadith, and from that hadith I want you to see how we all understand the religion, and we claim so many things about the religion, that this religion is perfect and it's a way of life and everything, and yet we do not apply it properly in our life. جابر بن عبد الله رضي الله عنه قال: خرجنا في سفر فأصاب رجلا منا حجر. Jabir ibn Abdullah said that we were traveling and one of us got hit by a rock. فشجه في رأسه, he injured him in his head. ثم احتلم تلك الليلة, and that person had a wet dream that night. فسأل أصحابه, he asked his friends. فقال: هل تجدون لي رخصة في التيمم? He said, do you find me, or can you find me, or do you think I qualify for doing tayammum instead of showering because of that injury? فقالوا ما نجد لك رخصة وأنت تقدر على الماء. So they said, no, we don't see that because the water is available. Now they did not know the rule of tayammum, that not necessarily if you don't have the water only, also if you can't use the water. Anyway, so they gave him a fatwa without knowledge. فاغتسل فمات. So he had to take a shower because he has to pray, and he got infected and he died. فلما يقول فلما قدمنا على النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم, Jabir ibn Abdullah said, when we came to Prophet Muhammad صلى الله عليه وسلم and we told him the story, قال قتلوه قتلهم الله ألا سألوا إذ لم يعلموا فإنما شفاء العي السؤال. He said, they killed him. Woe to them. Why didn't they ask when they didn't know? The cure of ignorance is to ask. Focus here. The cure of ignorance is to ask. And we know there is a modesty in Islam, or haya, which is really the essence of Islam, or the main character of Islam. Haya. But haya is dispraised when it prevents you from asking in your religion or about your religion. So you need to ask when you don't know. In fact, this is the guide of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He said, فَاسْأَلُوا أَهْلَ الذِّكْرِ إِن كُنْتُمْ لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. Ask people of knowledge when you don't know. Now this is mainly here, we're talking about religious things, even though it applies for everything else. Anything you don't know, ask the people of specialty. But here we're talking religion in the beginning. So, why didn't you ask if you don't know that you can do tayammum or you can't do tayammum? So this is how the Prophet ﷺ answered. He made dua against them because you should not speak when you don't know. طيب. Let's ask ourselves, brothers and sisters. بعض الناس حينما تعرض له مشكلة واحتاج إلى سؤال مثلا, بيسأل أقرب شخص لإله. أقرب شخص لإله يعني قريب عليه, ليس المقصود بالقرابة قرابة الدم, بل أقرب وأسهل شخص قريب عليه, حتى لو أنه لا يعلم حاله. لا يعلم حاله يعني ما بيعرف إنه عالم ولا مش عالم, بيسأل. وبعض الناس مثلا بتخرب سيارته، لا، غالبا الناس يعني ممكن يشوفوا إنسان شكله زيه سمته من أهل العلم، فيسأل دون أن يعلم أنه يعني يستطيع على الإجابة أو هل عنده علم أم لا. طب هل أنت تعمل نفس الشيء مثلا لو مرضت تسأل أقرب شخص عليك بيعلم ولا ما بيعلمش، دكتور ولا مش دكتور؟ أو لو خربت سيارتك بتسلمها لأي واحد أقرب عليك في الشارع بتقول له صلح لي إياها؟ الدين أهم وأعظم، الدين أهم وأعظم، كما قال أهل العلم: إن هذا العلم دين فانظروا عمن تأخذوه. Brothers and sisters, if we look at ourselves, when we have a problem or something we don't know and we need to ask about our religion, what do? We ask the closest person to us, meaning you're not willing to give effort to go to the masjid or to pick up the phone or to do any effort. Any person available, you present that question to him and you make a discussion, and you have no idea if the person is knowledgeable or not knowledgeable. Maybe he has a beard, or maybe he wearing a thobe or something, and then you immediately conclude he is knowledgeable, and he is not. Maybe you heard him give a khutbah or give a speech, mashallah, he moved your heart, and then you conclude that he is a mufti or he is a alim, and he is not even close. Or maybe someone who is just pretending or misguiding people. So do you do the same thing if you get sick? You just ask the closest person to you, and you just you don't know if he's a doctor or not, and you don't even care, and you just ask him and you take his advice and act upon it? No. If your car breaks down, you grab anyone from the street and you just tell him fix it? No. Why? Because you care too much about your dunya and you don't care about the hereafter, and it should be more important than dunya. That's why some of the righteous predecessors said this religion or this knowledge, deen, religion, then be keen on knowing exactly from whom you receive this. يعني don't just ask anyone. Ask people of specialty. Sadly, للأسف غالب المشاكل والخلافات عادة بتكون بسبب الجهل أو الجهل في التطبيق العملي للدين، التطبيق العملي في الحياة. Most of the problems, marital problems, friendly problems, business problems, it's really misunderstanding the religion, not being able to apply that religion in our daily life. When we read this hadith, we always think, oh, when you don't know about your religion, this is halal or this is haram, you need to ask scholars, and you need. Yes, you're right. But is that it? Just religion? What about life? Don't you ask? Isn't it the same thing? Why you don't care about that? And let's have some examples. I mean, we all say that this religion, we say it's a way of life. It's a way of life, and unfortunately, we cannot apply any of it, or we don't know how to apply this religion in our life. Let's take some applications. مثلا لو أراد الزوج أن يكرم زوجته بشراء هدية ذهب، ما بيعرف هي بتحب أكثر شيء العقد ولا الخاتم ولا السوارة، نوع الذهب وما شابه ذلك. طب مش أسهل عليه يسأل شو اللي بتحبيه وشو اللي بتفضليه ويجيب لها الهدية ويريح راسه ويريح راسها؟ طيب، أرادت الزوجة أن تكرم زوجها مثلا بطعام شهي، لكن ما بتعرف شو الأكل المفضلة ولا كيف بحبها ولا كيف الحجم ولا كيف التقطيع وكيف الملوحة وكيف كذا وكذا. مش أسهل لو تسأل شو بتحب وكيف بتحبه؟ بتريح نفسها وبتريح جوزها. طيب لو أراد الرجل أن يشتري هدية مثلا لأحد، لموظف أو ل يعني مدير أو لصاحب أو لما شابه ذلك، مثلا واحد اشترى بيت وبده يشتري له هدية، مش أسهل لو تسأل شو لازمك من ما تشتري شغلة تكون عنده مثلها مثلا وما يكبها في زبالة؟ اسأل، بتريح نفسك وبتريح غيرك. طيب لو الأراد الولد مثلا يشتري سيارة لأمه هدية ولأبوه، وما بيعرف شو نوع السيارة اللي بيحبوها ولا بيعرف شو اللون اللي بيحبوه، طيب مش أسهل لو تقول لهم شو بتحب، نوع السيارات اللي بتحب بطريقة يعني من غير ما يعرفوا إذا بدك إياها سرية، واللون، وتجيب لهم إياها مظبوطة؟ مش أحسن؟ وتريح نفسك وتريحهم. سبحان الله، ريح وارتاح. وتعلم من قصة زوجة شريح القاضي رضي الله عنه. زوجة شريح القاضي، القصة تقول مرة شريح بالشعبي رحمه الله، فسأله الشعبي عن حاله مع أهله. شريح القاضي, one of the famous scholars, he was a judge. He passed by his friend Imam al-Sha'bi rahimahullah. So Imam al-Sha'bi, just talking, he said, how is life with your family and such? فقال شريح: منذ 20 عاما لم تفعل زوجتي شيء يغضبني. 20 years my wife did not really upset me. And the end of the story, he said, she upset me one time, and at the end I turned out to be the guilty one. But this is not the point. So he said 20 years she did not upset me. فقال كيف? He said how? قال منذ أن دخلت عليها، يعني ليلة الدخل. He said قالت لي على رسلك يا أبا أمية. He said when the night that we had the wedding ceremony, that night I wanted to touch her. She told me, hold back, O father of Umayyah. That's his nickname. And then she said, إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه. She gave خطبة الحاجة. And then she said, she added, فإني امرأة غريبة. I am a strange woman to you. This is first night I really know you. فأخبرني ما تحب حتى آتيه وما تكره حتى أبتعد عنه. Tell me what you like so I can do it, and what you dislike so I stay away from it. And my recommendation to you, I always say that when I do marriage contracts to the groom and to the bride. And I say that to you, maybe you've been married for 30 years and you have problems, and I guarantee you have problems. Your wife doesn't know exactly what you want or what you like, and you don't know exactly, and probably you would find out after an argument or after a fight. يعني الغالب عادة بس أزوج أنا بحكي لهم هذا الشيء، إنه كل واحد يحكي للثاني شو بحب وشو بيكره حتى يريحوا بعض. يعني ممكن يكون هلا في ناس متزوجين بيستمعوا أكثر من 20-30 سنة ولسه ما بيعرفوش شو بحب الزوج وشو بتحب الزوجة، إلا ممكن يتعرفوا على كل شغلة بعد مشكلة أو بعد عتاب أو ما شابه ذلك. So my question to you, why don't you make it easy on yourself and on your spouse and on your friend and your boss and everyone, and tell them what you like and what you don't like. I'll make it even easier for you. If you insist, ask them. If they don't volunteer to tell you what they like and what they don't like, You ask. فهلا إذا جهلتم سألتم. Why don't you ask when you don't know? You give a break to yourself and you give a break to others. That's the advantage of this hadith in our religion and in our daily life. I hope that I benefit and you benefit. جزاكم الله خيرا. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. Don't forget, we are still in the month of Sha'ban, so fast as much as you can. You have a week to practice. Make sure you practice. I know tomorrow is Wednesday. You can fast on Wednesdays. It doesn't have to be Mondays or Thursdays. More rewarding, but you can practice whenever you're able to practice. جزاكم الله خيرا. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.